months come in at $6,100, then $8,900, then $7,400. Your take-home at the warehouse is $2,240. You also have $11,400 saved. 6 months of living costs counted twice because the algorithm doesn't sign contracts. Rule met. Runway built. You give your 2 weeks like a normal person leaving a normal job. On your last night, Dennis shakes your hand in the parking lot at 6 a.m. Sunrise coming up behind the loading docks. Got something lined up? He asks. Something online, you say. He nods like that means anything to him. Send me a link sometime. You say you will. You never do. The channel has no face and no name. And walking away from the one person who would have been proud of you, you understand the real cost of the thing you chose. You built something you can never point at. Your first Tuesday of freedom, you wake at 9:14 a.m. to total silence. Everyone you know is at work. No one is coming to tell you what to do. You thought that was the dream. It takes about 6 hours to learn the truth. You didn't escape having a boss. Your new boss is an algorithm. It doesn't post a schedule. It doesn't explain itself. It pays whatever it wants, whenever it wants, and it can fire you without ever sending a letter. You escaped the warehouse. You'll spend the next 2 years finding out what you escaped into. Level 4. The machine. Freedom looks like this. 80 hours a week working for yourself instead of 40 working for someone else. Script, 9 hours. Voiceover, 2. Edit, 14. Thumbnail, 2 more. 2 videos a week, your eyes full of sand, your back a question mark. When people ask what you do now, you say marketing. It's easier. You are the bottleneck of your own machine, and the bottleneck is starting to crack. So you do the thing that scares you more than the tax office. You hire. His name is Paulo. $25 a video, found on a freelance site based in Manila, which means his Tuesday starts while you're still finishing Monday. His first edit comes back 80% right, and you spend 3 hours fixing the last 20 before the actual lesson lands. 80% done by someone else beats 100% done by you at 3 a.m. That sentence turns out to be worth more than the viral video was. Every delivery, Paulo signs off the same way. Hope this is good, Po. You look up what Po means, it's respect. He has never missed a deadline, not once. Months in, you learn he's putting his younger sister through nursing school. You raise him to 40 a video without being asked. It's the best business decision you will ever make, and it takes you years to recognize that's what it was. You add a scriptwriter in Ohio, a thumbnail designer in Serbia. Cost per video, about $120. Average lifetime revenue per video, $1,400. You read those 2 numbers again, slowly. Then you scale to 5 uploads a week. Revenue, $19,000 a month. You are 25 years old. Then April happens. Nobody withheld your taxes because there is no employer, because you are the employer. The letter from the accountant says $21,800 due now, plus quarterly estimates going forward. You have $14,000. You go for a very long walk. You come back, set up a payment plan, form a company, open a second account where 30% of every dollar goes to die, and you stop thinking of yourself as a guy with a channel. You're in operation now. No office, no faces, no names. A media company run entirely through chat messages by people who have never breathed the same air. Something quieter changes too. You start split testing thumbnails, and what you're really testing is fear. Red arrows pointing down, numbers on fire. Which anxiety clicks better? Your titles drift 10% more dramatic than the videos deserve, because the honest version loses to the loud version every single time, and the graph does not grade honesty. You tell yourself everyone does it. You tell yourself the content underneath is still good. You tell yourself it's just packaging. You mostly believe it. Mostly is doing more work in that sentence every month. Level 5. The portfolio. 1 channel is a job, so you build more. Channel 2. True crime told the same way. Patient voice, real documents, no face. Channel 3 is the clever one. Your old scripts, translated into Spanish, revoiced, re-uploaded. Same stories, new continent, almost zero new cost. In this world, they have a name for channels like yours. Cash cows. You now own a small herd. The spreadsheet becomes the real product. Main channel, $24,000 a month. Crime, $9,000. Spanish, $4,000. $37,000 a month. Produced by 9 freelancers in 6 countries whose faces you've never seen. You check RPM before you check the weather. Everyone in your company is a username, including you. Then January teaches you the first law of the land. In December, advertisers empty their yearly budgets and your RPM hits $27. On January 1st, every budget resets, and within 3 weeks, your RPM is $13. Revenue drops 41%. You did nothing wrong. You did nothing at all. That's the point. The money was never fully yours to control. You're farming on someone else's land, and the landlord doesn't take questions. February teaches you the second law. An algorithm update rolls out on a Thursday. Nobody announces it. The crime channel's impressions fall 70% overnight and never come back. You spend 3 weeks running an autopsy. The titles, the retention, the upload times, hunting for your mistake. There is no mistake. There is no autopsy. The platform doesn't owe you an explanation, and it doesn't send one. You move 2 of that channel's freelancers onto other projects. The third, you let go. You write 4 drafts of the message and send the shortest one. He replies with a thumbs up. A thumbs up. You stare at it for a long time. Somewhere along the way, you became a person who ends someone's income through a chat window at 1 a.m. And the worst part isn't the guilt. It's how manageable the guilt is. You start keeping 12 months of expenses in cash, and you learn the word for it, runway, the vocabulary of people who no longer trust the ground they stand on. Then, on an ordinary Tuesday, a comment appears under a 2-year-old video. Good video. You sound like a kid I used to work nights with. Hope he's doing all right. Dennis M. You type a reply, delete it, type another, delete it 4 times. In the end, you press the small heart on his comment. That's all. He never comments again. Somewhere, a man with a boat taped inside his locker is proud of a stranger on the internet, and he will never know how right he is. You don't sleep much that night. Not from sadness exactly, from the size of the distance. Level 6. The marketplace. Eventually, you learn the secret above the secret. Channels aren't just built, they're bought and sold, quietly, like laundromats. There are brokers for this. Listings. Multiples. A faceless channel is worth roughly 2 to 3 times its annual profit, depending on how scared the buyer is of the algorithm.